Hey guys, Dylan Nussbaum here. Today I want to show you guys how I go through and label my waypoints, more for tournament fishing but also for fun fishing, and why I measure and weigh all of my fish when I'm out pre-fishing for a tournament. So starting out here, the first thing that I do when I put down a waypoint is go to the symbol. You have a ton of different symbols here. So this one I caught a fish, so I put a fish. Like if I'm on a weed line, I'll put weeds. If I'm on rock, I'll put rock. Now that one's pretty simple. Getting into how I actually label my waypoint. So this is where my measuring and weighing comes into play. Now I'll put down how long that fish was down to the 1/4 of an inch, and then how much that fish weighed. So this one was 21 1/4, 3.6 pounds. Now this was actually last year on Lake Sakakawea. Now if you come over here, this was about 30 miles away. This fish here was 2.9 pounds, 21 1/2 inches. And you can see there was a pretty big difference in the size of the fish. And the biggest reason for this, there was a ton of bait up there and the fish were just gorging themselves on smelt. Now I've seen this where it happens, this one here was about 30 miles away, but I've seen it where I find schools that are much heavier, even within a couple miles. So that right there helps out a ton, and it can really make the difference in a tournament. Now going to the second part of my waypoint, so right here it says flat jig blue. That's all I could fit, but it's actually blue and silver. So I have the jig and the color that I was using. So the biggest reason for that is just because I always forget, and I have to try to always remember what exactly I was using. And it does help out a lot. But other than that, you have a ton of different things on here, like the time you put that waypoint down, the date you put that waypoint down. So there's a lot of information on one waypoint. And it's something that can really help you out, especially pre-fishing on a body of water that you don't know. It gets really tough to remember all the waypoints that you put down. So this is how I label my waypoints when I'm out on the water pre-fishing. So hopefully it helps out you guys too.